Now, I have no doubt that...
Think we're going to just let this one go?
No, I don't. As a matter of fact, I don't think you can quit him. I don't think you could sooner let him go if you were in the middle of the human centipede and not on the end. You'd have to cut the stitches on his ass and your mouth. You're not going to let it go.
The President of the United States.
And, nope. Hold on. This guy. Yeah, Metro. Don't write stuff like that in my chat, even in joke, even in jest. No. Fuck that Hassan bullshit.
Our President Donald J. Trump illegally surveilled, allegedly, in the White House.
Well, thanks for throwing in allegedly, dum-dum.
He was president. This is according to government prosecutors. No, we're not going to.
Well, technically, I guess he wasn't president yet, but while he was in the White House, because they checked the pings of Russian phones, and he was there. Okay, I see where you're going.
This one go. All right. Yes, I know Ukraine is a big story. It looks like perhaps the invasion is not going to happen. I hope so. And
yeah, and so can we get back to Biden handling it competently and intelligently and dealing with the reality of it? But can we get back to this idea that Trump was on the lawn using the phone because it was safer outside?
Boy, in Canada, I love those truckers, but this.
We know. And if only you had as much, love as Tucker did.
I like wood. Mm-hmm. This is important. Now, the fake news is pretending it's not important. They're pretending maybe it didn't happen at all, or it's too complicated, or they...
Hi, stupid. I'm sure you would call me fake news. I would call me fake news because I'm a comedian talking about these things, although what the data I'm talking about is real. It's not too complicated. It's too complicated for you, and apparently you're too fucking lazy to read the thing, unless you're going to surprise me and whip out a well-leafed copy of the indictment and explain something about it other than what your producers or your segment producer wrote up on this shit for you.
Don't want to be bothered. It's not too complicated. Picture a rogue IT guy, all right, that your company hires who comes in.
All right, hold on. I'm picturing him. Hold on. A rogue IT guy. Just see, do I have a... Let me see if I've got a... What's a rogue IT guy? Nah, that won't work. Rogue. I know I've got to have a rogue IT guy someplace. Okay. All right. I think I got him. All right. I'm picturing him. Rogue IT guy. Hey. Oh, you can see through my bananas. That's no good. How about a rogue IT? Hi. I'm BTK. No.
Wants to destroy you and help your competitor.
Okay. Okay. He's got to look like that. Okay. Sorry. A rogue IT guy. Hello. I'm here and I want to destroy you and your competitor.
That's what we're talking about here. In court.
Yes, you are talking about me. I'm finally famous.
Papers filed by John Durham because he said, we know that the Mueller investigation at this point was a total joke.
Yes.
All right? Not according to Durham.
Well, yes. And Donald Trump was the punchline.
But according to a lot of people in the know, that's why he was appointed. Tech executive #1 and his associates exploited internet traffic at 3 locations. Trump Tower, all right? Very important.
Yes.
We had some inkling of that already. #2,
yes.
The Trump Central Park West apartment building here in Manhattan.
Right.
Most explosively, most importantly, the executive.
Most explosively. It's the most explosive thing that they've said in this situation. Very explosive.
Building here in Manhattan, most explosively, most importantly.
Yes, most explosively. It's
Park
very
West
explosive.
apartment building here in Manhattan. Most explosively, most importantly, the executive office of the President of the United States. Again,
while Obama was president, but we'll let that slide.
This is not from some blogger. This is from prosecutors, federal prosecutors for the Department of...
A federal prosecutor appointed by Trump to go after his political enemies. But I like it. Don't get me wrong. As a rogue IT guy, I couldn't be happier.
Justice. Inside that court filing from John Durham, it says as follows: Tech executive number 1 exploited his access to non-public internet data in connection...
Non-public. That's like private adjacent. In connection with a pending federal government cybersecurity research contract. Pending? Pending? What the fuck? Pending? I didn't even have the contract yet? I was able to do this just to show that my software worked? I didn't even have to have access to government servers to do this? Shit.
With a pending federal government cybersecurity research contract.
Oh my God, a pending one.
Contractors. The guy was essentially working there and had access to this stuff. It goes on.
Yes. I was working and I had access to things that I had access to.
Let's see. Tech executive number 1's employer had come to access and maintain dedicated servers for the Executive Office of the President, EOP, as part of a sensitive arrangement. We believe that's code for top secret material this guy had access to.
Well, not quite. There's tiers of secret. The DOD handles the top secret stuff. They farm out the visitor logs, shit like that.
It goes on to say...
Hey, it's still a job, though. Look, don't get my mom on my ass again. This is a real job.
Follows. Tech executive 1 exploited this arrangement by mining the Executive Office of the President's DNS traffic, internet traffic, and other data. Basically, he was looking for dirt on Trump, and whatever...
Well, no, he was... I don't want to... honestly, I was looking into this whole thing. I was showing them that I would be a good person for the job. And while I was showing them my software and how it would work and how my team would work and protect their systems and stuff, I noticed something really fucked up was happening. And I showed them. Like, hey, guys, you want to hire me to stop evil blue-headed monsters from breaking into the White House? I'm your guy. Look. As a matter of fact, I found some of that shit. I don't even have to look hard. It's happening right now. He
portrayed it in the most negative light possible. Although...
Oh, no, that's not true. I have the PP tape. And it is poorly lit. Let me just tell you that right now.
Turns out...
It doesn't even look like a golden shower. It looks like a taupe puddle.
It wasn't negative. He was saying that this was suspicious activity, and now the government prosecutors know it's not suspicious. Again...
Well, no, they knew it was suspicious. That's why they looked into it. They just couldn't indict him because Barr wouldn't let him. That's above my pay grade.
Not some blogger. Take a look at the indictment and at the filing from late last week. This is the United States of America versus Michael Sussman.
Oh my God!
I love that.
It's all of us. We're against him. Get him. It's me. It's you. We're all against him. God damn it. This is so true. I'm sorry. I'm fine. I love it too. I love that it's all of America against this one person. In my dream that we all gang up on all the people we don't like one at a time.
United States of America versus Michael Sussman.
Yes, that's what the words are on the indictment. That's how federal indictments look. On paper.
It was Michael Sussman. He's a Washington, D.C. lawyer who was doing work for the campaign of Hillary Clinton and also for tech executives.
Well, yeah, but not when he was showing the criminal evidence. But that's never mind.
One.
You're right.
Something else I love about this story, it's not anonymous. Prosecutors, their names are on these filings. This isn't some Mueller.
Yes, all of our names are on the United States of America.
A leak. These are names. You can find out actually their email addresses in these court documents.
Did you just look at... It didn't occur to you to look at the middle part where the information is?
You want to send him a note, you can. This is very different from how...
What? What? You cannot.
Robert Mueller operated. Remember that? For 2 years, all those creepy leaks, anonymous reporters were always citing,
yes.
Well...
He was always walking in slow motion.
Anonymous sources.
Remember that? He was always walking in slow motion with black guys. Oh, it was terrible. That was horrible. Who was president when that was happening? I can't remember, but it was awful.
Example of that. All these headlines about Russiagate. Government officials who spoke anonymously, an unnamed source, and it goes on and on. Anonymous sources, of course.
What the fuck does that have to do with the indictments they put forward?
The U.S. officials, all...
By the way, where's the unredacted Mueller report then? What about why was Trump against the release of the grand jury testimony?
That garbage when they're afraid to put their name on it, when they're just trying to destroy somebody. And here it is, out loud.
What?
Unnamed sources are saying it ultimately benefited the Trump administration.
Sources tell CNN there was constant communication during the 2016 campaign between Russian operatives and top aides to then candidate Donald Trump.
Citing two sources familiar with the matter.
Intelligence officials with direct access to the information now believe with a high level of confidence that Russian President Vladimir Putin became...
Hang the fuck out. Wait a second. What's the indictment still had the lawyers' names on them. What is this supposed? What is his premise? That Mueller was his own source? I'm very confused about what his allegation is in this circumstance. Also, that reporters are getting information but not getting the source information because it's an ongoing legal matter is not weird at all. Happens all the time.
Involved in that covert effort to interfere in America's presidential race.
We know with a high level of certainty that Russia collusion was a hoax. But this little style of reporting...
No, we don't. No, you most certainly don't. But I appreciate you throwing out that sentence like it actually had meaning.
Can do very well for you in the Beltway. Pulitzer Prizes for everybody.
I'm sorry. In the what way?
Can do very well for you in the Beltway. Pulitzer Prizes for...
Oh, in the Beltway. I had always heard it called the Beltway. But, let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Did someone say Bell? I hope I'll find the anonymous source of kindness that gets me out of... All right, I'm not doing the whole musical. It's not
everybody. The New York Times, the Washington Post, all on...
he's trying to win favor with Trump about getting it, like they should give back their Pulitzers.
Well, a series of lies and smears.
No, not at all.
Fast forward to right now, and we have real information that the President of the United States was...
26 questions on other topics, fake news, MIA on Durham filing. What the fuck are you asking her about? You mean the economy, COVID, Ukraine, China, the Olympics, shit that actually matters? You just want to rub it in Trump's face that nobody gives a fuck anymore, don't
by
you?
forces loyal to Hillary Clinton, and she may have had a role in it herself. You would think that that would be a big issue for the.
No, it isn't, because it's cartoonishly stupid and no one actually buys it, and your guys are trying very hard. But what do you mean when you say it's cartoonishly stupid? I'm not cartoonishly stupid. Leave Greg alone. Sorry. Okay.
White House press secretary. No, she got 26 questions on other things. This finally came up once, and it was cheerfully dismissed.
I refer you to Department of Justice. I can't speak to that from here. Okay.
Yeah. Right. And?
Right, simple as that. Go call the DOJ. Next question.
It's almost like it's an ongoing investigation, and Durham wouldn't want you to fuck up his case, if he has one at all, by commenting on it and dirting and mudding the waters, so it'd be even easier for people to say, I can't get a fair trial because the White House commented on it.
Now, what do they do to the spokespeople, men and women, under Donald Trump about Russia?
You guys seem completely obsessed with this, while there are a lot of other things happening around the country, and frankly, a lot of other things that people care a lot more about. The media refuses to cover it, and I think that's the distraction. Instead of the focus being constantly on tax cuts and tax reform, my guess is, if you look at the records, the questions that I take in here day out.
By here day out? What?
Reform. My guess is, if you look at the records, the question.
Your guess is okay. My guess as well. And I've got to be honest. I prefer guess pronounced guess anyways. It's truer to the actual letters.
Constantly on tax cuts and tax reform. My guess is, if you look at the records, the questions that I take in here day out have far more to do with.
Yeah, the question the things that people guess her day out.
Investigation that frankly most Americans don't care too much about, and a whole lot less to do with policies that actually impact them.
And one of the reasons why Americans didn't care all that much about the investigation.
They cared enough to vote the dude out of office.
I think we kind of knew in our bones that it was nonsense. And it turned out that we were right. It was nonsense. And
no, it doesn't. No, it didn't.
Is he, President Trump?
Ultimately, I'm always right.
He's pointing right at me. He's touching my hair. He's saying hello. Trump was white. Right. What does that say? All right. If he's always right, why is he pointing to the left?
In his presidency, he shocked the world, again on Twitter, that, well, he said he was spied on. Take a look.
Yeah, they didn't. None of that turned out to be true. That ain't even in the indictment, dum-dum.
Terrible. Just found out that Obama had my wires tapped in Trump Tower just before the victory. Nothing found. This is McCarthyism. Now he's been...
Oh, I see. Yeah, they didn't find nothing in that. They found them Russian phones with your transition folks at the White House. So that's true. And by the way, McCarthyism is terrible. I was always more of a John Lennon fan.
Or then backed up. This has been more than substantiated.
Oh, I thought he was going to tell us how it's been substantiated. But that's the great thing about Newsmax, man. All they got to do is say, that's nonsense, it's wrong, and all this has been substantiated that Trump said, and then they didn't just hang up. They just stopped the clip. I mean, you know what I mean? That's strength. That's leadership. That's brains. That's thought. I mean, that's tough. It's tougher than woodpecker lips, son. They don't have to answer. They don't have to give you all these facts and figures and that kind of stuff. They just leave you guessing. That's what I like. Day out and day at. They leave you guessing. And that's all you. That's true. I seen it myself in this whole thing. Uh-oh. Good times.